Arsenal with a 2-0 win. Obviously, they had to get it done in extra time. Interesting use of VAR, because we saw Smith Rowe initially was sent off. That was reduced to a yellow. A lot of people saying, well, this is unfair. If you're going to have VAR for one game, you should have VAR for everyone. What would you say to them?
Well, I agree, but when you're in the FA Cup, then you're taking it to grounds that I might not have. I might be wrong here, but might not have the logistics to be able to have VAR, because not every. I don't know if I think there's cameras at every game, but only a certain amount. But when you go lower down the ladder and there's maybe only 2 or 3 cameras there for a quick 1 minute replay, for whatever program it is later that night, then they're not going to be able to use VAR because they won't be able to calibrate it. So, unfortunately, like everything else, it can only be for when there's the major broadcasters there. What I would say, though, I mean, at the end of the day, people love to complain about decisions that are right, don't they? I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, here we have a bunch of people who whinge and moan about VAR when it's tight and it's dubious and it's the clear and obvious nonsense. And here we have a situation that I think most of us are in agreement that Chris Kavanagh, the referee, went over, and when he saw the challenge, it was a little high, but it wasn't reckless and it wasn't forceful. It was more of a flick. And here we have a decision that was correct. And what happens? Lo and behold, the naysayers are all out there moaning and whining about VAR again because, they've all not got it, and it's terrible because it's right in this game, but we're not using it in the rest of the country. You just cannot please these people, can you? You know the one thing I got from this? I don't know if you saw the tweet from Mesut Ozil praising a young man playing in his position and playing it well in Smith Rowe that actually runs about. Maybe Smith Rowe should have tweeted back to Mesut Ozil and said, "Take a note from me. Try running about for a change. Then maybe you'll get a game ahead of me." Instead of sitting in your arse on a sofa somewhere trying to get a transfer.
Drinking Turkish coffee, apparently, if you believe, or Turkish tea, with what he's been tweeted out. Shaka, just a word on VAR. Where do you stand on this? Should it be one for all or not at all?
No, I'm. If you're able to use VAR, you use it. Referees need help, and I think people prefer to have the right decision, if that means using VAR. So if it's at the Emirates or Old Trafford and VAR is available, use it. If the game is at Dagenham and Redbridge and VAR isn't available, then the referees call the game as they normally do when they go to Dagenham and Redbridge. I don't see why it should be denied in Old Trafford because it's not available in Dagenham and Redbridge.
Thank you very much.
Dan,
I was going to let you go. I was going to let you go and watch the NFL
playoffs. Did he make that transfer?
I thought that was it.
Huh?
I thought that was it. I was going to let you go, Craig. That's it.
But did he make that transfer or switched off?
Who?
Has he? Ozil?
No, he pictured him and his girlfriend or wife. They were drinking Turkish tea together, and people were like, "Oh, he's going to Fenerbahce." Yeah,
well, that's what listen, I've got a good point on Man United. I want to analyse their game against Watford.
Go and watch the playoffs. Thank you very much. FA Cup continues tomorrow, like Chelsea, Manchester City and Spurs all in action. Be sure to join us on tomorrow's show. We'll be looking back at those games.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.